Hello and thank you for joining me. This is Free Will Tarot. My name is Harmony, and this reading is going to be for the sign of Aries. Hello, Aries, and thank you for being here. So, Aries, a lot of you guys at this time is needing more balance in your life, okay? That can show up in different ways, but there is a call for balance in your life, whether that's in your relationships with yourself or other people, or it is a call for you to have a balance between a personal relationship that you have with someone else. But this is just overall balance that is needed in your life at this time, okay? So this is the angel of balance. So Spirit is calling on you to kind of balance out your energies. This has something to do with some of you also when it comes to your finances. Maybe there's a lot of things going on at this time that requires your attention. Maybe there is, a money flow energy that's coming in. Maybe you're working, but you still feel like there's not enough or more that you need to do. This is also a call about a lot of you Aries at the time when it comes to your stability. I feel like a lot of you are, if you don't know, a lot of you are in a position of a transformation at this time. Okay, I don't know if you can see that well, but that's a butterfly. Okay, so you are going through a transformation at this time, Aries. So there's a lot of changes that could be happening with you physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. There's a lot of things changing or in your outer life, right? In your earthly world, as far as maybe your job, maybe other people coming into your life and people exiting out of your life. Either way, there's a lot of changes that have been reoccurring for you, maybe within even the past year or even showing up now. But there is a call to get something in your life in balance. And I feel like a lot of you, this is your finances, or it is a emotional imbalance out of your life. So it's like some of you could be neglecting yourself, okay? Aries, that's what I'm picking up for you. You also have the Two of Pentacles again as the overall energy, where you are experiencing an imbalance in your life, okay? Just like the Angel of Balance, you see, you can't make that up. You have the Angel of Balance that's saying that she's around you at this time to help you create more balance for yourself. But there is a call to pay attention to the imbalances that's in your life. And again, it can show up in different ways. Your relationship, the time that you give yourself. Do you take care of yourself? Do you rest? Do you allow yourself to heal? Do you allow yourself to celebrate yourself in any way? It says financial pressure or time constraints are creating stress. Simplify where it's possible. Okay, Aries, I also feel like some of you have some kind of a strain when it comes to a personal relationship in your life right now. That could be with family, that could be with a partnership, that could be a co-worker, a friendship. It could be anything. But there is some kind of hostility showing up for you at this time in your life, right? This is the hostility card. So, and those of you who already, experienced this, so this is like not anything new. You're going to already know where this hostility energy is coming from. I do feel like a lot of you, what I got from Spirit for some of you, that you have been pulling back, right? You have been pulling back from somebody, whether it's in an intimate relationship, a family situation, a friend or co-worker, but it's something or energy because it maybe has some negativity or hostility towards it or in it, that you guys have decided to pull your energy back from it, right? You have not been putting energy or emotions into something, but there's a call for you guys to kind of balance that out, okay? So whoever of you who have been like holding yourself back, who have been like pulling away from a relationship, and again, relationship can show up in many different ways, but you'll know what it is, right? Whatever relationship is that you have been strained or hostile to, or have been hostile towards you, and you kind of been, pulling your emotions or your energy from it, there's a call for you to kind of not do that, okay? So you do have this card here, right? This is usually the devotion card here, but this came out in reverse for you, Aries. So it's saying, and I do feel like a lot of you are not treating yourself as you should, okay, Aries? It says, emotional neglect may be straining your relationships. Reinvest in what matters. So You could be dealing with petty arguments or disagreements with people at this time. There could be someone that you've kind of just been ignoring or not dealing with, or, pushing to the back burning, or not seeing, or not investing a lot of yourself into them. But there's a call for you to kind of revisit this kind of energy, right? It's a call for you to kind of not do that. And that could be where this balance is trying to come in for you. I also feel this balance is coming in for a lot of you because I feel like a lot of you are focused a lot on money or financial stability or independence here, or holding on to it, or that's just the focus. But there's a call for you to kind of look at things in a different perspective here, Aries, okay? Um, some of you could be thinking about trying to learn something new or do or try something new here. You could be even thinking about maybe taking a class, or taking up a new study or something here. Something you guys are trying to learn. Maybe it's something you're thinking about that's going to bring you in maybe more money or sufficiency or independency for some of you. And you are in a process because it's something to do here with school, learning something or educating yourself in something new. And whatever this is, Spirit is telling you to be curious. So they are wanting you to embody a new energy of a student. Okay, so this is like learning something new. This is like being open to new opportunities and new things coming in. So they want you to stay curious at this time, Aries, because there is a brand new beginning or a brand new opportunity that is headed in your way, okay? And it's going to be brand new for some of you. So this is going to be something that you never did before. This is not something that you've always done, okay? This is not the regular job that you have and you've been doing, unless that job opens up and there's a new opportunity that comes with that job. But this is something new that you guys are going to be starting or thinking about doing. Okay, some of you could be thinking or staying in a old mindset or an old routine or old habit. Okay, because Spirit is saying that there's something you're clinging on to here. Okay, this is usually in the upright, but yours is in reverse. This is the nostalgia card, but it's in reverse. So this is saying that you are clinging to something from the past, maybe a past disappointment, a past hurt, or even a past ideology. Maybe you think you just have to work, and that's the only thing that's going to bring you peace and salvation. Maybe you're in the mindset of just holding on to whatever that disappointment was and letting that be your motivation. Whatever that is, Spirit's calling you to drop that, okay? It says clinging to the past may be preventing you from growth. Okay, Aries, embrace the now. They want you to leave the past where it is. The past is the past. Quit trying to hold on to things that don't serve your highest interest, okay? There is a new area of study in your life that is coming about for some of you. So if you are getting curious about doing something new or opening yourself up to a new opportunity, Spirit is telling you to do that. It's also telling you to balance out your energies, to align yourself to a more balanced type of way of being and thinking here, okay? It's a time for you guys to kind of step out and make plans for the future here. And these plans need to be new, okay? It's not doing what you've always done. This is something where, what I'm trying to say is like in a your perspective, okay? They want you to see things in a new perspective and not operate the way you always have. Maybe you just concentrate on getting things done all the time. Maybe you work a lot. Maybe you just think you have to work, and that's the only way that you're going to achieve certain things. But Spirit is saying there's something new being offered to you or coming towards you, and you need to be open enough to receive it, to see it, okay? It says you attract what you vibrate here, Aries, okay? So how are you vibrating? What is your aura like? What are you putting out in the universe? Because whatever you put out is going to come back to you in tenfold, okay? And it says you attract what you vibrate. Your energy is aligning with your desires. So whatever energy you're putting out, if you're getting back in balance, it's saying because you're putting out in balance. If you're putting out love, you're going to receive love back in. If you're putting out distance, you're going to get distance. So whatever you're vibrating to, whatever you're putting out here, that's what's going to come back to you. It says elevate your vibration here, Aries. Engage in high frequency activities, things that bring you joy, love, and gratitude, okay? They want you to kind of adapt to also remaining humble as you go through this transformation, because you are in a process of going through a transformation like the butterfly. Okay, so the best advice I can give you as you click this video, Aries, is that you are now being asked from the universe, God, to embody the energy of a student, okay, of something new, seeing things with a fresh eye and new perspective, releasing the past of the way that you saw things or the way that other things have came about, maybe your relationships with people and the relationship with yourself. Is telling you to adapt a beginner's mindset, okay? Because you take all the wisdom that you've learned up until this point, everything you've learned up until this point, and alchemize it. Use it for your highest good. Don't let it handcuff you. Don't let it restrain you from, just building a wall around you. They want you to open up and allow new opportunities and adapt a new perspective on things, okay? This is a time for you guys to start making plans for the future as you are in this process of the transformation card here, Aries. So this is a time for you to kind of get back in alignment, back in balance, back in flow. And so spirit can guide you where it is ultimately guiding you. And this is with financial abundance here. This is blossoming abundance. Okay, when you get this card, Aries, what this card is about is that you're in the process to be able to receive from the universe. That's why we talked about your vibration and what you're pouring out. If you're pouring out, I gotta work, 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 work. If you're pouring out, I just gotta get money, 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 money. If you're pouring out, I don't got time for love, I ain't got time for that. Whatever you're saying that you're pouring out is what you're gonna receive. If those aren't the things that you want to receive back, then you have to change your perspective of how you operate. And Spirit is saying there's blossoming abundance that's headed towards you, that's coming for you. And this is because you have already went through something karmically, okay, where you should have gained wisdom and understanding and knowledge from. You should have grown from this, and now it's time to move on to the next chapter. And that chapter brings rewards here with blossoming abundance here, Aries, okay? So if some of you have been worried about your finances, if you are feeling like the money you make is not enough to sustain you, if you are feeling like you are constantly worried about your independence and stability so much, that you don't appreciate and value yourself and take care of your body. If that means by resting and nurturing yourself. If you have been dealing with outside of yourself hostilities or some disagreements with people, family, friends, co-workers, in intimate relationships, where you're dealing with hostilities or you have been holding yourself back emotionally from these people or this situation, this is the things that Spirit is trying to get your attention on, right? You'll resonate with it because you'll automatically know and who I'm talking about. So what Spirit wants you to know is that you don't need to operate in this manner anymore. It's okay to release that. And as you are going through this process, this transformation, these things are coming up to get your attention in order for you to gain back balance into your life and back perspective it is where it is you want to go. And it's also aligning you ultimately to blossoming abundance. This is being blessed here. Okay, Aries, this is, you've already put out all of this stuff that you've been doing over this time, all this work, all this growth, all this expansion that you've been doing here. Now it's time for you to reap those rewards, and that's what blossoming abundance is, okay? So this is what's coming towards you. But in order for you to receive this, okay, you first have to be in a flow and a balance to receive it. And you also have to be able to release old things, right? So this is again where it's talking about you clinging on to things that no longer serve you anymore. And that could be an ideology, that could be in perspective, that could be the way that you even speak to other people or yourself. It's time for you to release that, okay? Again, it says clinging to the past may be preventing you from growth. Embrace the now. Forget the past. Forget what was. Don't live in fear and don't live in the past. This is a time for you to step up to the plate and get in balance here, Aries, and know that there is a lot of rewards headed in your direction. You just have to be in a position and ready to receive it once it arrives. Okay, that is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments how this resonated with you. I love to hear from you guys. And until you're back here, bye for now.